Hey there traders, welcome to the Traders Haven Pip Banker Sessions video summary. I'm going to run through a couple of things that we were doing in the London and New York sessions today. What you're looking at is the dollar CAD on the various time frames, and if you look at the 4-hour, you'll see that we're in a downtrend as indicated by those purple lines. We were above the median, which or the halfway of that down channel. We're above that median. We came up against resistance here in the session, and you can see that resistance as indicated there by that 365 EMA along with the 21 EMA. It was intersecting right there, and as we were testing that area, I said to everybody in the room, look, we haven't been able to have a 4-hour candle close above this area now for a good day and a bit. So I was going to take a short on this one, and I was going to look for some downside out of that trade. We noticed that the volume was low on that as well at that area when it was up there. And we said, well, you know, with low volume, that means that there's not a lot of big amounts of money in the market. So we didn't expect it to be able to break and hold above that 365 resistance level. That had proved a top now for a good day and a bit. So we took the short there. As you can see, it was still in that trade for the moment. It went along very nicely for us. As you can see, we went short in this area. It came down for us beautifully. We took a bunch of profit out at this area here. Why did we get out so close to the bottom there? Well, when we got down this area, a number of our members were mentioning that we came to areas of resistance on different pairs across the board. And so what we determined was that if we got areas of resistance on the euro and the pound and they start declining, that we should have a reaction on this pair as well. So what we did was book a whole bunch of profit. We banked those pips. We put our stop loss to break even at the time, and we saw we would say, look, give it some time and see what it's going to do. And so as it pulled back up again, it tested that pivot point, as you can see, and testing that pivot point again, but coming back down. So what we've been able to do then is move our stop loss down to protect some more profit. So as it goes, we were able to get off quite a few pips profit. I don't think it was exactly on the lows. I think it was probably about 70 odd pips at the 102.69 level that we were able to get our profit off. And then now we have our stop loss on the remaining portion protecting 28, 29 pips, and hoping this bears off again and heads down to the S1 pivot and further. Incidentally, we're hoping that if it does want to play ball with us, that it can go all the way down to the 10100. Whether it does or doesn't makes no difference. We've got profit locked in, we've got pips in the bank, and we'll see what happens. So we're stress-free and emotionless on this trade, which is fantastic. So we had a really great trade on the dollar CAD this morning. For the sake of honesty and letting you guys know exactly what happened in the room, we took an Aussie dollar as well. We took a short on the Aussie dollar, and that didn't work out as planned. Unfortunately, we lost 22 pips on that one. So if you count up pretty much the 70 odd pips we made on this one, and the additional 29 odd pips that we've got locked in, we covered those 22 pips loss, and we're sailing along quite nicely now. So there's no real stress if you're able to take some great trades. If you do experience a loss here and there, we're able to handle it in our trading. And not really worry about it too much, which is fantastic. And that's what we teach in the live rooms. We teach you how to plan your trades, how to trigger them, how to do so in an emotionless fashion, and how to manage those trades so that basically if you have wins and losses, you're able to still come out on top and still come out unaffected by the emotions of trading. So if you guys want to watch us set these trade patterns up, trigger them, trade them in the live market, as you can see, this is a live trade and it's still in. Come join us in the London and the New York sessions. We're over there at fap-tradershaven.com. We'd love to have you join us. Pop across there and see if you'll enjoy trading the London and New York sessions along with myself and Ronan O'Quigney. Cheers.